Nobody once even said anything about the process. All I knew was that he was going to jail overnight and that he told the officer that he would be back at the house in the morning. But nothing else was told to me about the process, the crime, what he'd be charged with, nothing at all. I made the phone calls on Monday to find out if there was a no contact order and how to get a copy of it. I think it took me a couple of days to finally be able to get a copy of it because they wanted me to drive back to get it. And I was not comfortable doing that because I had fled about 50 miles away from there. No, I was not. There was two that I went to. One was to get the no contact order finalized for my children. Then the second one was because I was subpoenaed for a discovery deposition. I was called, about it the night before the final hearing. It was between the county attorney and the assistant county attorney that was handling the case. I was called around 4:00 that afternoon, the night before the hearing. I was told that they were going to let him plead to simple domestic assault so that he would not have the serious on his record, that he would be required to do community service, take a batter's education course, a year probation, and then a fine. I really didn't, because I didn't think that having a brain injury and neck damage should allow him to go to a simple assault, because it wasn't a simple assault. It was something that's affected my life to this day. Part of the plea deal that they forgot to tell me was that they were allowing him to take a deferred judgment. That was never told to me until after the hearing the next day when they sent me the plea paperwork. As far as I know, yes, there was a hearing, and I was not invited. No. And the lack of having no victim impact statement ended up being the reason that they did not revoke his deferred judgment. It took me almost, I think, 9 months to be able to finally reopen the case for his deferred judgment. And we went through 3 hearings, and I was present at those hearings, was not able to speak to a judge. I was just there and kept in another room. At the final hearing, when I was able to go in front of the judge, one of the questions from his attorney was, did you fill out a victim impact statement? And I looked directly at the county attorney and said, I was never told that I needed to fill one out. And later that afternoon, the judge basically dismissed our case and did not revoke his deferred judgment because of that piece of paper. 100% I would have been there, because I don't feel at all that they listened to what the crime was really about, nor did they seem to care. I think in my situation, it would have helped me feel like the case was more about what happened to me rather than just the county saying, well, we're going to charge him and it's our case and pretty much what you have to say doesn't matter. They many times would not answer my phone calls. They would not answer my emails when I had questions. There was just no communication back and forth, between them and me. And it was really, really frustrating because I felt like the case wasn't about me, even though I was the one that got hurt. I think it would have been very helpful, because then maybe I would have felt like my story was actually heard and it wasn't just a case number. I think it would have made me feel valued as a victim.